The aim of the experiment is to determine the Planck's constant using LED. For that, we will need 0 to 10 power volt supply, one way key, a rheostat, a digital millimeter, a digital voltmeter, a 1K resistor, and different known wavelength LEDs. So, we know that the Planck's constant, a physical constant, was introduced by German physicist named Max Planck in 1900. The significance of Planck's constant is that quanta can be determined by frequency of radiation and Planck's constant. It describes the behavior of particles and waves at atomic level as well as the particle nature of light. An LED is a two-terminal semiconductor light source. In the unbiased condition, a potential barrier is developed across the PN junction of the LED, and when we connect the LED to an external voltage in the forward bias condition, the height of potential barrier across the PN junction is reduced. At a particular voltage, the height of potential barrier becomes very low and the LED starts glowing. That is, in the forward bias condition, electrons crossing the junction are excited, and when they return to their normal state, energy is emitted. This particular voltage is known as knee voltage or the threshold voltage. Once the knee voltage is reached, the current may increase but the voltage does not change. The light emitted during forward bias condition is given as E equal to hc by lambda, where h is the Planck's constant, c is the velocity of light, and lambda is the wavelength of light. And if V is the forward voltage applied across the LED, when it begins to emit light, the energy given to electrons crossing the junction is E equal to EV. So by equating the above two equation, we get EV equal to hc by lambda. By this equation, we can get the value of h, which will be equal to E by C and into slope. Slope is the is when we plot the voltage versus 1 by lambda. So now we will go to the simulation part. So this is the circuit diagram of the experiment. We will do the connection as per the circuit diagram. So in the circuit diagram, there is one voltmeter, one milliammeter, one rheostat, one LED, one resistance, 1K resistance, and one key and one power supply. So we will start the connection from voltmeter. The red one is the positive terminal and the black one is the negative terminal. So we will connect the positive terminal of the voltmeter with the LED. Right. And the negative of the voltmeter with the second. Now this connection is done. So now next we will connect the LED to the resistor. And the second part of the resistor will go to the emitter, negative terminal of the emitter. So now the positive terminal of the emitter is connected to the rheostat. Like this, the connection is done. Now the rheostat is connected to the positive of the power supply. And the another is connected to the key, and this key will go into this. Now the circuit is completed, but there is one thing, that we have connected the LED and the voltmeter, but we have not connected the LED with the battery. So we will do the connection like this. Now the connection is complete, and when we insert the key, the experiment will start. So by adjusting the rheostat value, we have taken the LED first to be red, and when we adjust the value of the rheostat like this, when the current starts flowing, then the LED will glow. The LED starts to glow at 437, the value of 437. So we will note it down, and we will make the table of voltmeter and ammeter reading and the rheostat value we are getting for the chosen LED. Similarly, we can get the result directly for the red LED. So the Planck's constant is 6.566, but if we want to plot the graph between voltmeter and 1 by lambda, we will do the same for different LEDs. Now I have chosen the green LED. So now we will again adjust the value of the rheostat, and we will see at what current value the LED will glow. So LED is glowing at 544. I am getting the value. .548 it is glowing. We can note down the current and the voltmeter, and we can, by doing the same, we can plot the graph between voltmeter and LED like this. We can calculate the slope, and from that slope we can calculate the value of H. Like this.